Hello guys! Are you having fun? I'm having fun. It has been a blast so far. My name's Angela. I'm not gonna go in depth on my story because I actually have the opportunity to talk about it tomorrow. So I'm just gonna kind of focus on makeup application, but I do wanna let you know that I have been with Farmasi. Like, I actually officially started my journey on February 10th of this year, and it has been nothing short of amazing. But we're gonna do what we can. So my goal today is to do a full put together face in 15 minutes and show you some of my tips and tricks for that. 15-minute face or less, okay? I am 36 years old, so I do have a little bit, you can see, I do have a little bit of like fine lines and wrinkles and stuff, but I'm a skincare fanatic, so skincare is amazing, and I know they've been talking to you all about the skincare lines, and you're going to see some more skincare lines tonight, and you're going to see some more skincare lines in the morning and evening tomorrow too, so get excited about that. And skincare is honestly the biggest thing that you can do to benefit your complexion and how well your makeup applies, okay? So I'm going to just jump right in. I'm going to start off with a primer. You can skip this step, but if you have larger pores or like textured skin, I honestly would I wouldn't skip it. I would just do it. And if you're trying to like save on time, like I always recommend doing your skincare routine first and let your skincare absorb into your skin before starting your makeup routine. Okay, it's just going to really help the longevity and the smoothness and the way that your skin looks with the makeup. So, but if you do want to put the primer on and let it sit for like 3 to 5 minutes, that's my recommendation. That way it can just be ready for you to put on whatever face coverage you're going to put on. Okay, so we're going to wait about 3 to 5 minutes. We're just going to sit here and talk. I'm just kidding. I'm going to show you what I would do. So you could literally be like doing your hair right now, brushing your teeth. I don't know what my hair is doing. I always put my hair in a headband to not have stuff in my face when I'm doing my makeup, but this is not what I'm wearing with my outfit. So we're gonna let that sit for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna show you some of the other things that we're gonna use, okay? So we can go in with eyes, and I'm gonna show you how versatile this peach light palette is, okay? So there's 3 different products in it, okay? There is a peach blush, a shimmer highlight, and then this is the contour, okay? And what's cool about it is that I'm actually going to use it for my eyeshadow too, okay? It's pretty glorious. So you can, when there's matte shades and lighter shades, I sometimes will just use my finger to like pick it up, okay? Sometimes I'll just do that. Now, like I said, this is just me working on like a put together look, okay? Nothing crazy. I'm not trying to look fancy. I'm not going all glam. And we're just literally trying to look put together. That is all. Okay, so I just put that on as like the base. And then I am going to pick up a brush. I'm going to use like a brush with like some fluffier bristles. And I'm going to go in with that peach color still. Okay? And I'm going to go right in. And I like to go up on my face. And this technique of like bringing your eyeshadow up like this is really good, especially if you have hooded eyes. So hooded eyes basically is if you are looking straight ahead, pretend I'm looking straight ahead, and you can't really see your eyelids, okay? So my eyes are only like a little hooded, they're not completely hooded, but when you're looking, you want to make sure that you can see your eyeshadow when your eyes are open, okay? Because sometimes people's eyes are really open and you can't see the eyeshadow. So that is like a fun tip that I have learned since being involved with makeup and everything. Like I said, I'm not going to share my complete story, but I've been playing around with makeup since about 2017. I am not a makeup artist. I'm literally a mom. I have 2 boys. Their names are Dominic and Roman. 7-year-old is Dominic and my 4-year-old is Roman. And I don't have time. You know, y'all know, you don't have time. You don't have time, like you're running around after crazy kiddos. Maybe you're running around because you're a busy professional. You're running around, you're busy. So it's not always a priority to do things for yourself, right? Let's be honest. But it has to be, because if we don't make our self-care a priority for ourselves, then it impacts our day. It impacts my day. I don't know about you guys, but it impacts my day. So real quick, I'm picking up this brown color because I like to have a little bit of a darker color on the outside of my eye. It just kind of adds like some extra dimension. I am going to change brushes too, but this brush is really good for like blending everything out. But when I want to have a little bit more concentrated color, I like to use a brush that has bristles that don't like fan, like they're more close together, and I'll show you that in a second. So makeup was just something that made me feel better. I have a skin pigment condition called vitiligo, you can see it. I have some parts of my face that don't get tan, okay? And it just started happening all of a sudden like 10 years ago. And you can really see it on my hands. But because I use great skincare, it helps. Like I use brightening skincare, okay? So the Wing line is going to be a great line that we talked about earlier. It's a brightening skincare line. And it's really going to help with brightening your complexion. And I really like a lot of the age reverses skincare products too for like combating fine lines and wrinkles and stuff like that. I don't even like to call them wrinkles. You know why? Because it's so negatively thought about, wrinkles. So we'll just call them lifelines, okay? Because it's a life well lived when you have lines, right? That's how I feel. So, okay, I'm gonna use a little bit more of the concentrated color here. Okay? And I'm gonna kind of bring it up into my crease here too. And that's just adding, like I said, that little extra dimension, okay? Now, I'm gonna go back in with that blush color. It kind of matches the skin tone, to be honest, so it's not like super duper noticeable, but it's noticeable enough that I think it's really pretty. And this is like a really nice neutral look. This is not an eyeshadow palette. This is a blush, highlight, and contour palette, but it can double as it, which I think is fantastic. I love versatility of products, okay? So, and then last but not least, you can use your pinky, or you can use like a detailed little brush, and you can go in with the highlight. Okay? And I love putting the highlight in the inner corner of my eye. It really makes your eye pop. Makes it like look brighter and open. And I'll get like up close in a little bit to show you everything. Like I said, this is just kind of giving you a little look at that pop of color. Isn't that pretty? I love this highlight. It's a very warm, but like golden color. And I don't even have face stuff on, but now we're at the point where I can put it on, okay? So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna show you what I do to start covering up this skin pigment stuff. I'm using CC Cream Color Correcting. This is like more of like a light to medium coverage, and it's amazing, guys. I was blown away by the coverage. I didn't think that I was gonna get the coverage that I got with this, okay? But I'm using a shade light to medium, and I'm just gonna grab a brush here, and we're gonna go to town. Like I said, I'm not gonna like tell you like a ton about application because I know a lot of the other girls are doing that too, okay? And I'm gonna grab a mirror. Don't just use your phone to look like it. Not that you would be, unless like you're sharing with people the products that you love online. But sometimes we don't have anything other than a phone, right? To look at if we're like on the go and stuff. And that's what I love about these products too, is that you can totally use them on the go. Okay? But you want to bring the product down the neck. I probably use a teensy bit more than what I usually do. So I'm just pressing it into my skin, okay? Go on your ears. You don't have to, but you can. You want to make sure it blends into your hairline. You do not want any harsh lines. So you can get a color match too, by the way. If you're like, oh, I love that foundation, or I love that CC cream, BB cream, whatever. But I don't know what my color would be. And if I want to get some, like look at the coverage. You can barely even see my vitiligo now. Isn't that awesome? Now I am going to apply the littlest amount of Stay Matte foundation. Okay, the littlest amount. Let me see. because I do want like a little extra coverage. So I'm gonna kind of go all around and just give like a little extra layer of coverage. And this is a little bit warmer than and I'm going to use my brush. I'm just going to go in and put that in. So like I layered the coverage. I made sure the one was like absorbed pretty well for the most part. Sorry. Here on the brush. I just go in and stipple, I've heard it pronounced both ways. Basically, that's just the fancy version for pressing it into your skin. You can use a beauty blender too. I'm a brush fan. I just love brushes. I don't know, it's just my thing. Okay? And the Stay Matte is a full coverage. This is a full coverage foundation. I do have normal to dry skin. However, when this dries down, when it is mattifying, it does not feel drying on my skin. So I feel okay with using it, okay? Not everybody would feel that way if you're more of a normal to dry skin type. Beth talked a lot about foundations and stuff. You would probably prefer the VFX if you didn't care for the Stay Matte, because Stay Matte has such great coverage. VFX does too, but okay. Now I'm going to go in with the mascara. Go, here it is. Okay, the Zen Mascara. I just love the Zen Mascara, guys, because it is the least expensive mascara and it gets amazing results. There's two sides to the brush, the applicator. There's a little bit of a thicker side that is going to help with getting like all of the lashes, okay? And it's also going to help with like, I mean, I think I get really good volume from it too, but it's a really great lengthening mascara. But the other side of the applicator actually has smaller bristles, so you can get your lower lash line a little bit better, okay? Okay, that's one side. We're going to go into the other side. Those things I gotta concentrate on the most. I pay attention to those. Okay. So, if you have more like lifelines, like we were talking about, and you don't really care for powders, and you don't really care for concealers, I would actually recommend using a lighter like BB cream or CC cream, because they do have a little bit more moisture in them. I'm just going to show you this instead of using a concealer, how you can do it. I'll show you. Okay. I'm gonna top lock and drop it here. And I'm going to put a little bit in the center, okay? Now, if you don't have dry skin or even mature skin and you like using powders, you could actually you could completely skip the concealing step if you wanted to. This is a concealer, this is CC cream, just no light shade. Our concealer is great too, but sometimes when you have mature skin, concealers are not always your friend. So, okay, and I'm just using the setting spray, which is the best setting spray I've ever used. It's our Time Locker setting spray. How it just blurs out imperfections. It's gorgeous, right? Like I said, this is CC cream. That's amazing. But if you have more normal to dry skin and you're not a concealer fan, but you like a little bit of brightening and like coverage under that, you could totally do this. And you don't even have to brighten under your eyes. Sometimes when we have more mature skin, you can see it more. If you use a brighter color under the eye, if you use a brighter color under the eye, it's actually going to highlight those areas more. So it's not really recommended to do that if you notice them more, okay? I'm going to go in with the Peach Bite palette and we're going to do a super quick contour, like super fast. Like I'm not doing anything crazy. Okay? There's going to be a tutorial this weekend on like our bronzers and all the things contouring, but I'm just going in just to add a little bit more color. Okay? I've been talking a little bit more, so this is not like a true 15-minute look because I've been like chatting, but you can totally do this look in 15 minutes if you're not trying to like teach people anything. Hopefully I'm teaching you something, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a makeup artist, but I've learned a few things along the way. And just because I'm not a makeup artist doesn't mean that I can't enjoy makeup and the tips and all the things, you know. Okay, so just contour there. I'm going to throw on the blush. Now this blush matches my skin tone a little bit more, so if I do want it to be a little bit more noticeable, I can get a different blush, but it's really pretty. And it looks great on everybody's skin tone. It's so pretty. Okay. And a little blushy blush. Okay. I do love a good lip liner, but when I'm in a hurry, I don't always line my lips. You don't have to. I'm using a liquid lipstick. And this is one of the new VFX Silver lipsticks in the shade 01. Because you're everything to me. I'm finally feeling free. All of what I dreamed, and now I find it next to me. I come to understand. Gorgeous. Come on. Okay, we're going to use a clean brush to just kind of blend out the contour and the blush real quick. Blending is like the magic step in makeup application. If you feel like anything looks too harsh on your face, it's just because you gotta blend it. Okay? If you like to blend it out, you can use setting powder if you want to kind of help buffer things out too. So good. Now, if you don't want to do like a full-fledged brow, but you still want to like fill in a little bit, you can totally still do that. And I sometimes will just use this color just to give a little bit more of a fuller look with my brows. Okay, it doesn't like it's not your color though. I wouldn't do that. You know, you can. We have like brow powders, but like look at the difference. And I'm literally just adding a little bit of that contour color from the Peach Light palette. I'm just going in and filling it in. That's all, guys. Like I'm a basic Betty when it comes to doing makeup. I can do a glam if I want to do glammy, but most of the time I want to do quick makeup. Okay. Look at that. Get it, girl. Okay, and then you don't have to do this step, but I love this step. This is that powder I was telling you about, that if you like powder. This is a BB powder. And it's a light shade. It's in the shade light. And I just like to dust that on the areas that I want like that little extra highlight, and it just looks gorgeous. Look at it. Look at it. Okay. And then, are we done? I feel pretty put together. Now we can take this off. I'm going to spray everything down with the setting spray. Ta-da! I feel like I'm like the queen. Not really. I can pretend that, right? Okay, and then ta-da! Look at that. So pretty. Oh, I didn't even put the highlight on. That highlight you can put on. Throw a little highlight on. Glow like a disco ball, okay? Shining, shimmering, yeah, you could do another spray of the setting spray if you wanted to. Totally don't have to. And we're done. So thank you so much for tuning in. Please ask me questions. I'll come back to the comments and answer them. Have fun rest of this weekend. And like I said, get interactive, because there's lots of giveaways that are going to be handed out to people who are engaged and all the things. So get interactive and ask questions, because that's what this event's for, okay guys? Have a great rest of your night and enjoy the rest of the skincare tutorials. And okay? Bye guys. Mwah.